Hi, friends. This is the episode for you if you want to plan events for November. We got a little cameo by Lincoln. He might hang out with us today. And then I want to introduce y'all to my new baby. This is Lainey May. She's a little blue healer. She's 9 weeks old. And yeah, we're going through a new chapter in life. I'm in a new place. I've got my babies with me, and I'm excited to hang out with you guys today. So let's do it. Okay, friends, so the very first thing that you're going to want to do is grab your November calendar planning pack. And if you're a Sprout member, it's under your planning section of your member dashboard. If you're not a member, you can go to trysproutfree.com, and there you'll find your November calendar, the one with the creative holidays, one that you can use for your social media plan. And there's also a shopping list for the 12 events that you're going to see. Now, for those of you that love to see the magazine in full screen, you can just click there and you can kind of start previewing all the fun things that we have. So for members, not only do you get the events, but you also get renewals. And then for every event that you see, there's a corresponding blog, which is what I'm going to show you guys today because there's just so much more meat in the blogs. And then there's also a great section for resident appreciation. These are some ideas for gifts that you can put together. And I know November is a big resident appreciation month. And then some fun new resident notices. Plus, I want to spotlight Vantage at Helotus and Grace's Reserve. They have done a great job using their Sprout resources for the fall season, and we just love how they put these goodies together. And one of the things they say that Sprout is a game changer for their team. It's a must-have tool that gets our creativity flowing and helps our team generate content quicker and stay on top of the latest trends, especially on those busy days. Sprout is essential for getting content made and keeping our online presence strong. So both with events and social, we help you with everything in between. So if you're not a member, check out watchyourbusinesssprout.com and you can see our membership options there. So today you guys are getting a peek at the member portal. You'll see the events that we're going to be going through today. We're going to actually start with a resident appreciation dinner. This is the big event, and you guys can see how we've gone all out. I'm going to play this video, and nothing, in this, nothing has to be exactly as it is, but we've really tried to make it super easy. You can have decor that feels like autumn, invite residents to a dinner serving up seasonal dishes. You can even have a local restaurant cater it depending on what your budget. And then if you want to take it a step further for this appreciation, the second event that we have is a grab and go build your own bouquet. So it can be as simple or as fancy as you want it to be. I actually recently saw an event where an outside company had done these mini bouquets, and I thought it was so cute. So you can provide a variety of flowers like we've showcased here in this video. And you can either have these paper flower bags, which I like. I think they're great for like a grab and go. Or you could even do these glass vases if you have a little bit of a higher budget, but showcase a variety of flowers. And I'm going to just say, if you have a Trader Joe's nearby, this is a great place to get them. They're so inexpensive for the quality of flowers that you get. This is something beautiful that residents can take home. Trader Joe's right now also has paper flowers. So if you wanted to do an alternative for a build your own bouquet event with paper flowers that can last the entire season. Now, the third event in our series is a it's a go virtual gratitude video. So the way this one works is you're going to invite your residents to screenshot this graphic that we made, or one that you can make yourself. So I'm going to show you guys here. So it's a virtual gratitude video that you're going to compile. And you're going to ask your residents to screenshot and share their gratitude list. What are 1, 2, 3 things that they're grateful for? And we have a variety of colors here. And then they can submit that by either sending it in, or they can share it on social media, and y'all can have a shared community hashtag. That way you can gather all of those different graphics. At the end of it, you can compile them together with music to make a community gratitude video. It could be something that you pin on your Instagram stories, or that you share in a highlight reel. You could even send it out with your residents for them to get a feel, and they can see what different people in their community are thankful for. And something fun, you could also have your employees do something where they also submit. So it could be something that really generates that feeling of getting to know your neighbor through what they're grateful for. Okay, The next event is a grab and go s'mores event. So you can make this event super simple. You can either have it as a movie night or you can completely take that out and just provide residents with the sweet that they need to make their s'mores at home. So you can grab some of those ingredients, combine them in a cute little cellophane bag, add some decor, and let your residents pick up and enjoy. Now, if you're wondering where are all these cute things, I'm going to show you guys. This is our Amazon shopping list, and these are all the goodies that we use to put this event together. So you can do it as big or as little as you want. And what's so fun about this event is that it can have that feel of fall, even if you're in an area that maybe doesn't feel like fall yet, but the event itself kind of starts to get people excited for the season. So I brought my sweater out, even though it's still warm where I'm at in Texas, but the mornings are starting to kind of tease that fall's around the corner. But for some of you, you're in full blown fall mode, and this is a great event to host at your community. Now, you could also do it as a bigger event, like a flannel film and fizz, which we've shown you guys in the past. Okay, this is also a great month to host charity events. So you can organize a variety of charity drives, or you can pick one that you're really passionate about. It could be a clothing drive, or it could be for pet food, pet supplies. It could be a toy drive, a book drive. It could be a pantry drive. Whatever it is, just make sure that you communicate well in advance to your residents what should be donated, how they can donate, and how it's going to be delivered to that charity. So remember that this is something that you can tease out. So it can be something that lasts all month long. Like, have a goal in mind for your residents, and then you can, over social media or through your emails, you can also let residents know where you are on that goal specifically. So you can say, this week we collected this many books, or this week this is where our clothing drive is at. We'd still love to get more. Help us reach this goal by the end of the month. And then afterwards, you can share progress pictures of you delivering the goods to the charity. And maybe if there's people that are benefiting and you get pictures of that, it can show, again, that sense of community. So for Sprout members, there's so many different charity designs that you can pick from. There's also charity graphics. And a few tips are, just make sure you plan and promote well in advance, provide clear guidelines, show gratitude, and then be transparent. And a couple of things, what's nice about like your designs, like this one, for example, is a pet drive and it matches the ASPCA colors. But if you're maybe working with a local charity, you can take any of our designs, and then in Canva, you can even change out some of the main colors to match that charity's design. So it really helps them brand it, and they might even feel more excited about promoting it on their end as well. Okay, next up is a kindness challenge fall edition. So we love bringing random acts of kindness to our community. So you can encourage residents to spread kindness. It can be through a variety of different things. And then you can even then share like a virtual space on social media or a community board. If you want to do it tangibly, you can share how residents are actually doing this. So I want to show you guys some of the ideas that we had. If you decided to do it on social media, random acts of kindness, bake or buy fall treats and deliver them to others, help someone decorate their home for the season, purchase a coffee shop gift card and give it to a stranger, make a gratitude tree for everyone to add leaves to, write thank you cards for those who impact your life. These are just some of them. So you could post it, and then you could encourage residents, hey, today's random acts of kindness challenge is to volunteer to local soup kitchen or food bank. Have you done that this season? Let us know in the comments. Or buy coffee for someone behind you in line. Let us know in the comments if you've done it, or drop us a heart, or give us a double tap or a like. Now, we also have the flyers if you want to do this. This is the flyer event pack where you can invite your residents to follow along with the challenge. We also provide a list of kind ideas that you can do. I like the thankful cards, write thank you cards to colleagues, clients, or customers. I feel like that's just so easy and so underrated. And then no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. So you can definitely drop that in a nice frame and encourage residents to share that, which is really cool. Okay, next up is our pie event. This is a pie making class. A lot of times this season, people just crave baked goods. Pies are so popular. So who doesn't love a warm, freshly baked pie? What is your favorite pie? I love a good cobbler, so I don't know if I'm starting a debate, but I love cobblers. I don't know if that's quite the same. But if I had to go with pie, I'm going with a pumpkin pie. no, not a pumpkin, a pecan pie. Oh my goodness, a pecan pie. So that's my favorite. And we have a place here that has the best. But this could be really fun. You could have, I was teaching a social media class last week, and one of the girls said that she taught a cooking class and she's a home chef. And she was like, taught how to make a meal that is one of my favorites, and my residents loved it. So if you have somebody within your team or somebody within your community, or maybe somebody locally that will come out, a baker, maybe a local bakery that'll come out and give lessons on how to make different pies, and you can provide all of the ingredients and then invite residents to share their creation. It might be something that they take and bake with them at home, or it might be that it's something that you demonstrate and you bake a few different pies. People can take notes, they can have recipe cards, and then afterwards everybody can take a slice of pie home, and then they can do the actual cooking at their own community, at their own in their own kitchen, which I think could be really cute. So if you decide that you want to do it different, you could also do it as a slice it up pie bar, which I love. You can just have different pies and have people come in and grab a slice of their favorite pie. This is also a season for people to get crafty. Sometimes people love to give gifts at the end of the year to their friends, families, and colleagues. And if they're on a budget, they might do a DIY gift. So you could do a crafty like a Fox event. If you're doing it in person, you can provide residents with inspiration and supplies to make their own personalized decor items. If you're on a budget, you can go to Target or Amazon Prime and just look for easy little kits that you can have already ready to go. If they're doing it on their own and you want to do it as a grab and go, you can either have people come and grab DIY kits or deliver it to those that RSVP. And I want to show you guys our Amazon shopping list for this. This is also the flyer pack that our Sprout members get, which I think is just so cute, plus the digital graphics. But on Amazon, you can see some of the fun, crafty decor that we have that you can include in your craft making kit. So this could be really fun. And here are some inspiration photos that you can also use depending on maybe what theme. Like you could do a watercolor thing, or you could do something like decorating a pot for planting for plants. I'm sorry, guys, I'm having a hard time with my words today, but my favorite is still this crafty like a fox. Okay, the next event is a Movember event. So I also have Movember.com pulled up. Movember is the month that it happens in November. It's a mustache growing charity event that raises funds and awareness for men's health. And people can decide to do a variety of different things: grow a mustache, move by walking or running 60 miles throughout the month, host a Moment by gathering friends, or creating your own challenge with Mow Your Own Way. So it's something that you can incorporate with this website. And we've given you some really fun designs that you can do. So if you're going to do it in person, you could do a photo op where people can come and either have photos taken with their cool mustaches that they're growing for Movember, or even have props. And if you're going to do it virtually, you could send out the call for mustaches grown or created, and then pick the best picture to win a prize. And then as a community, you can do a donation to the Movember charity. So here's some fun ones. I like match the name to the stash, which is really fun. Okay, next is a fall happy hour event. And actually, I think I jumped ahead, but we'll go ahead and go with this one. So I love this theme. It's a very boho happy hour. I think it leaves so much room for great decor. You can pick a spot either inside of your community. Maybe you have a fireplace in your leasing center, or maybe you have a cute outdoor space that you can do boho chic. You can offer a curated selection of fall-themed mocktails and light bites. And just as a reminder, I always encourage, make sure you have mocktails, because there's a lot of people that maybe don't drink for whatever reason. Make sure that they have fun options too. And these are things like you can do apple cider mimosas, spiced rum punch, seasonal small plates, all the things that add a cozy vibe. Or you could even keep it really simple with wine, cider, beer, or ginger beer. And have that comfortable seating, fall decor, string lights, maybe candles, different things like that that make it feel really fun. So here are some ways that we've done it in the past. And I think I'm going to go ahead and open this design. I want y'all to see just how beautiful it is in Canva. And for our Sprout members and those that are considering membership, we take you 95% of the way there. So our designs are created for multifamily. So let's say that you want to do this happy hour event. You're just going to customize the details, right? So you can customize the details. You can add your community info. You can completely remove that bottom bar if you don't want it, or you can add your logo. And then we have all the fun signage and the little gift tags that you can then print to make your event just a little extra special for the season. Now, going off of that, this is also a time of year where cider is very popular. So you could have it be very specific and have a cider tasting event. You can curate 3 to 4 local ciders that showcase a variety of flavors, maybe everything from sweet to tart, and then pair them with complimentary snacks like charcuterie boards or spiced nuts or fall themed desserts. This is something that could be so fun. Last year I was in Vermont and I just enjoyed tasting all their different ciders, and I also love their like little apple cider donuts were so delicious. So you don't have to overdo it. Again, think this is small, this is a tasting. Keep the lineup simple so that everybody can savor and sip. And these are the designs here. You can see what's in the collection. And I love that there's such fun party signs. When life gives you lemon, trade them in for apples. I think it's so cute. Plus, we have great graphics and photography that you can use to promote your event, whether on Instagram, on TikTok, or on Facebook. Okay, another event is having a food truck event, but let's make it fall themed. So have the food trucks, but request that they actually do meals that are seasonal, right? Offering a delicious variety of seasonal dishes and comfort food. And then you can create a flyer like this one that I've got here, where it showcases who's coming on what day. So it could be something that you do all month long. And that way it can create some buzz and excitement. Maybe the residents don't want to come to everyone, but there's one that they're really excited about. And you can encourage residents just come out, grab a bite, enjoy the crisp fall air. Maybe you have music, maybe you have some other, maybe you provide refreshments, and just make it a really fun event to remember, keeping the theme with fall flavors. Okay, and then I already showed you guys the fall happy hour. So let's do a quick recap. So you may want to do a resident appreciation dinner where you invite all your residents to come out for a big dinner. A variation of that is to do something smaller and have a catered event that people have to RSVP to. You can do this part as a grab and go build your own bouquet as a completely standalone thing, or you can incorporate it to your resident appreciation dinner. You can also put together a virtual gratitude wall or social media story or video that can showcase all the things that those in your community are grateful for this year. You can host a flannel s'mores grab and go with this great plaid design. And if you feel like doing it as an all out, you can also just have it as something that you pair with a great movie night. There's a variety of charity drives that you can choose from food drives to coat drives to sock drives to things for kids to things for pets. Whatever it is, we gave you some of the best tips to make sure that you get the best participation. A fall themed random acts of kindness that could be something that you do in person for your community, or it could be something that is a challenge that is done on social, and every day you're encouraging your residents to do one action to show kindness. You could host a pie making class or do a variation and make it a pie tasting bar. You could have a crafty like a fox event. You could help contribute to a very specific charity, which is a Movember photo booth or a photo backdrop, or you could do it virtually and make a donation to the Movember cause. You can also have a cider tasting with a few different varieties that are local to your area. And again, going from anywhere from sour to sweet or tart to sweet, that could be so much fun. Fall themed food trucks, and then a fall happy hour event. So a lot of really fun stuff, guys. I cannot wait to hear what you guys do, but that is the 12 resident events. Now, members, remember, you can also go to search all designs, and it'll take a second to load because there's literally thousands of designs. It's the best Sprout catalog. You can specifically ask for the design purpose to be events. So let's do event invites, and then let's put in fall here in our search term. And you will see all the ones that we talked about, but then a ton of other ones that you can do for the season. So if the 12 that I was talking about, if they were not the ones that inspired you today, just remember that there's so many others inside of the Sprout gallery. And if you still can't find what you're looking for, you can always chat our team and ask them for something very specific. Usually our designers, we have like a little catalog in the back, so not everything is released every single month. So we usually have something that you can use or can create something for you. So which one of those events was your favorite? You guys, it's so hard to pick, but I cannot wait to hear what you end up doing at your community in November. If you aren't already, please subscribe so that you get the notifications of when our podcasts come out. And if this has been helpful, please leave us a review so that others can find us. and hang out with me on Instagram at Sprout Marketing. All right, guys, that's a wrap on today's multifamily mix. Keep shaking things up at your community, your career, and most importantly, your life. Until we mix and mingle again, see you next week, friend.